Hi everyone, my name is Junon. I have a health science background and I'm the author of the book Truth and Empathy, How to Find Your Soulmate. And I'll put a link to the book below. This video is the MBTI personality type assessment of Lewis Tomlinson. Again, when it comes to the 16 MBTI personality types, they can be grouped into four main ones. The first one are sensor judgers, the second sensor perceivers, the third intuitive thinkers, and the last one intuitive feelers. To me, Lewis Tomlinson is a sensor perceiver, and I will explain why. Again, I have some notes actually on screen so I don't miss anything. Lewis William Tomlinson was born on December the 24th, 1991. He is now 29 years old, almost 30. He is an English singer-songwriter. He rose to fame as a member of the boy band One Direction when in 2010 he auditioned for the X Factor. One Direction is one of the best-selling boy bands of all time, and currently his net worth is about $70 million. His parents split up when he was only a toddler, and he is estranged from his father. He took his stepfather's Mark Tomlinson's surname, and he was raised with his four younger half-sisters. He began his career appearing in television drama, so he was very interested in acting at an early age. And I remember one of his early interviews with One Direction when they asked each member what they would be doing if they were not part of the band. And most of them expressed that they would be in university. And Lewis said that he would probably go into engineering, if I'm not mistaken. So he would be more interested in math and science. So when he was part of One Direction, he contributed in more songwriting than any other members. So it's a total of 38 songs that he helped write. So that was pretty impressive when you think about it. Following One Direction's hiatus in 2016, he found solo success with singles such as Just Hold On, Back to You, and Miss You. And in 2018, he appeared on the X Factor as a judge and mentor for the boys category. And he has been involved with charity work for several years, such as Believe in Magic, Bluebell Wood Children's Hospice, and UNICEF. Tomlinson welcomed a son in 2015 with a 22-year-old stylist. Her name is Brianna Jogworth. And in 2016, unfortunately, his mother passed away of leukemia. And in 2019, his younger sister also passed away due to an accidental overdose. Lewis Tomlinson's career is typical of sensor perceivers, so they usually show an interest in the arts very early on. So he was interested in acting, but also obviously he can sing. And you will see that these are people who are willing to put themselves out there. So, participating in the X Factor as a teenager, I think it takes a lot of guts to, be in front of judges, millions of people looking at you, but these are people who are willing to do that. And you'll see that when they do pursue their passion and they do succeed, they usually obviously are financially well off. So obviously right now, only 29 years old, he's a multimillionaire because of the fact that he decided to take the risk of auditioning for the X Factor. But the other aspect also when it comes to sensor perceivers is that they usually don't pursue higher education. And Lewis, after he obviously finished high school, tried out for X Factor when he was accepted, he did not go back to university. Maybe he will later on, maybe not. But the other point that I find interesting when it comes to sensor perceivers is that these are people who are actually quite generous. So you'll see that they will be involved in a lot of charity work. They want to give back to the community, and you'll see that also with Tomlinson. Whether or not Lewis Tomlinson is a masculine versus feminine energy, I would say that he comes across more as a masculine energy because when you look at his body language, so when he interacts with the other members of One Direction, he's rather rough. I saw like footage of him even like when he was even playing with Harry Styles' hair. It was pretty rough. So you won't see that with someone with a feminine energy. The other aspect also is that the major that he would be interested in. So when they asked him, like I think it was around maybe 2011, if you were not in the group One Direction, what would you do? And he said that he would choose a major in math and science. I think it was engineering. So you will rarely see someone who is right brain dominant wanting to pursue higher education in math and science like that. And so we're talking like, engineering is really like hardcore math and science. So for these reasons, I would say that he's a masculine sensor perceiver. Whether or not Louis Tomlinson is an extrovert or introvert, to me, he comes across more as an extrovert. So he seems to be someone who is energized by being around people. And he seems to be hyperactive, like compared to the other members. And you see that, I mean, the other members are also sensor perceivers, but when they point out how he tends to joke around more and to be sort of like always sort of agitated, this points more to someone who's an extrovert than an introvert. So based on this information, I would say that Louis Tomlinson is probably an ESTP. So again, it has to do with the fact that as a sensor perceiver, he is attracted to performance art. He's someone who's willing to take risks to pursue his passion. He's a masculine energy to me in terms of being kind of rough when it comes to it, like how he plays even with the other members of One Direction when they were still in the group. And also, he's someone who, like most ESTPs, probably has a very short attention span. To summarize, I would say that Louis Tomlinson is most likely an ESTP because, as most sensor perceivers, he is attracted to performance art. He's willing to take the risk of following his passion. He went on X Factor, was able to be part of One Direction. So that is typical of sensor perceivers because that's how they come alive. They like to be able to explore their creativity. The other point is that whether it's a masculine or feminine energy, if you look at how he behaves with the other members while he was in One Direction, he's pretty rough. I was like seeing again the footage of him, how he was handling even Harry Styles, or even like sometimes he would be pretty rough only with him, but with the other members. So that is typical of someone who's mostly left brain dominant. Again, because also he would be attracted to study math and science if he were to go to university. The other aspect also is that he's probably someone who has a short attention span, and he's someone who is comfortable being in the center of attention. So that point to someone who's been an extrovert because he feels probably energized being with other people. So let me know if you agree or disagree with this assessment. Obviously, you can comment below. If you enjoyed this video, please click on the like button, subscribe to my channel, and we will talk soon.